So here's an updated video of what you're actually bringing home. I've transferred the truck over to the good frame. Old frame here where it's all cut off. This one's got the good frame underneath it. So it's got an original rear axle and suspension. Everything back here that's correct for the 1951 truck, as opposed to the goofy GM axle that was in the other. This is the hood. The bad spot on it is this side. Needs some patching and stuff. No trim. It's a couple dents. Nothing that can't be worked with. Cab itself, I took a bunch of stuff out of here, like all the miscellaneous wiring harness and garbage that wasn't supposed to be in here. The gauges I have, I took them out, took them apart, cleaned them up. The speedometer works. I'm not sure about the other gauges. I have all the trim plate and stuff I took out of there. So I spent some time and filled all the holes in the firewall. So this is the inside looking out. Welded them shut except for one main wiring harness hole and the original heater box hole. So that old other, who knows what it came from, heater box is no longer in here. The front nose piece I found out was full of lead. So I melted the lead out and then beat it back out into shape. This is the piece that goes on top of the grill. So this is much nicer condition than it was initially. It still has the V8 holes in it. So this does need a little body work. I just basically pounded it back out to the right shape. But there was a couple of pounds of lead in it. It's crazy. In the rear of the frame, this cross member I took out of the old frame. Needs to be put into here. Just bolts in to the holes and stuff that are back here, like right back here and across to the suspension mount stuff. So other than that, not much difference on the cab other than just cleaned up. Closed earlier. There we go. So then a new frame has everything it's supposed to in the front here. Good springs, everything out the nose and the bumper. Firewall, I said I filled in all the holes. Now this hasn't been finished body worked. This is just welded up, ground down, and primered. So you're gonna wanna come in there with a little body filler and clean up some stuff, surely, before you do anything. Still a nice solid truck. Core support comes with the grill and lower pan. This lower pan is pretty junky, quite honestly. You could put some time into it and clean it up, but those are reproduced. The grill itself is not. There's a couple of dents. I think you can get the headlight buckets. The worst spot is there is a little bit of, on both sides, there's a little bit of rust through. Not bad, easily fixable, quite honestly. But even this bottom pan could be fixed and reused. I don't see why you couldn't. So I put the 4 tires that hold air on here, so the rear wheels don't match. I'll take those wheels off and those will go with it too. So there's 4 that look like that and the other 2 that roll. So now you don't have to take home 2 frames. You'll be getting this cab and chassis and the miscellaneous parts. So you can see this side of the hood isn't rusted out like the other side is. There's a dent up here. You probably can't see because it's flat gray. A couple of spots, but doable. You know, if you're looking to make a Riddler contender, this is not your truck. If you're looking just to have a nifty old truck, bomb around in, or a sweet rare rod or something, this is it. These are all the running board brackets. I took them off the other frame. The floorboard filler pieces and some other etc. pieces that come along with. So have a look, let me know.